Hi everyone, welcome to another video here at the Academy. Pretty sunny here at the Academy at Chesterfield today, so we're going to be outside. I'm going to take advantage of it and show you this little device. I'm going to talk about this little device. It's actually called the Swing Glide, and I'm going to leave a description in the info below about where you can get these. Just for clarity, I've got no association with this company, but I just think it's a great device to help you with a couple of issues you might have with your golf game. So I'm going to show you how to use it and what benefits they are. Okay, let me show you. Right, so what I would recommend is to probably do this firstly with an 8 iron. So the closer you put this up to the top of the club, the better. Now it normally comes, as you can see, with, hopefully you can see there, it comes with a little hole there to put the screw that comes with it. What you want to do, you want to try and get this club out in front of you, keep the leading edge nice and straight, and make sure you can twist it a little bit and make sure this is looking straight up the shaft. So as I look down, this is right on top of the grip. So let me show you some of the things that you can do that this little thing can help you with. This isn't really for distance or full shots, I would say, to start with anyway, at least. So I would definitely recommend putting it a little bit further up the grip, because the further up the grip that you can clip this on, the easier it is for you to feel this. So one of the main benefits I would get out of this, and to give any of our clients, is to feel the correct position halfway back, because just like what was explained in a couple of videos before, if you start this process wrong, so if you bring this club in and you don't have any wrist hinge, what you want to do here is hinge your wrist so this thing folds into your wrist. So you can see from when your left arm is parallel to the ground, you've got a nice 90-degree look here. So remember, if you're that golfer who comes inside and bows their left wrist too quickly, you can see there it's going to miss. So what you're going to get with the Swing Glide, you're going to get probably a little wristband, and that's going to save you getting your wrist marked when you hinge it, because when you hinge it, you're looking for the end of this Swing Glide to be fitting into your arm and forearm there. So that gives you feedback, because remember, what I love exercises that give you feedback, and this is one, because if you're slow with the hinge, the end of the Swing Glide won't be fitting into your wrist there. So what you're looking for halfway back, you're looking for your end of the glide there, end of the little thing to be into your wrist. So now you've got the correct wrist hinge. So going back onto the video we did keeping this club outside your hands will give you that. And 6 of one, half a dozen the other. If you hinge it up, there's no way you can drag it inside. So if you getting this position halfway back, left arm parallel to the ground, if I hinge it with my wrists correctly, you can see the club's quite vertical. Now it's giving me the feedback that I know I've done it. Now that was very easy for me, so I'm going to scoot it on the way down to the grip. So not all the way down, as you can see. So it's not all the way down. You can see that at the end there. So I haven't got it all the way down to the bottom. The further you have it down, the harder it is and the longer it will take for me to kind of now hinge it. So remember, you're looking for this 90-degree angle halfway back. Halfway back to the top of the swing here. So I'm coiled nicely. So you can see really halfway back and the top of my backswing, this hasn't changed. All I'm doing is coiling. Remember, we always go back to the coil. There's your coil. So it's like your belly button and your belt buckle is twisting, head's nice and still, and there's your feeling here. So halfway down, you're not looking for this Swing Glide to stay in your wrist but the club to be steep. You're looking for the Swing Glide to be into your wrist and forearm, but the club to be shallow. So you can see here I'm keeping it, and there's your lag. So if you suffer from this early extension, you can see now the end of the Swing Glide is well away from my wrist. So it's showing me that I've let go of this club too much. It's not the end of the world if you don't hinge it perfectly on the backswing, because remember, really where you want to have it is halfway down. Now remember that video from a couple of weeks ago where if you're here, you become an elite player, and that's exactly where this swing glide is telling you to swing it. Club's behind me that way, it's on plane, my hands and my elbows are out in front of me, and then from there we can hinge it into the ball, unhinge it into the ball I mean. So we're not looking to keep this hinge all the way obviously, so we're looking for that little sweet spot area where your hands, as I look down, are opposite my right foot, club behind me, but this swing glide is now telling me I'm in the perfect slot. So how can we then progress on to hitting the ball? Like I say with all the videos, nice and slow to start with, give myself a little rehearsal. So halfway back, okay, let's feel it, let's see if I can keep it in there all the way back and then through. Okay, not bad for the first one of the day, I know I always say it, but okay, let's give them more feedback. Remember, feedback exercises, so practice swings are fantastic. The objective is to keep it into the swing glide, but the club is now in my peripheral vision. The head of the club is behind my hands and behind my body. It's not this side. Easier to keep the angle and do that. In golf, remember, you want to be able to feel like this club slotting into place on the backswing, slotting into place, so you can see it's done this little loop inside. But hinge it back, there's the feeling, I'm getting that feeling now. Try not to look at it as you do it, try not to look at it with your hands, keep looking down at the ball and feel this hinge. If you're used to kind of bowing your left wrist, you're going to see it's miles away from the end of the swing glide there, so that is telling me that I need to introduce more hinge. Remember, hinge is doing this with your wrists on the way back. So I'm lifting this club up from around just past my right foot. Right, I don't know where Trev's gone, so he's safe anyway. So up, hinge. If this is new to you, it's going to feel very, very strange. Hinge, hold it in there, drop it in there, so my right arm's in front of me. I'm still holding that club back, still keeping it back. Remember, for an iron, this is absolutely gold. Right, so nice and smooth, take it to a full shot. One more, hinge, keep it in there. Just move slightly, right, let's go for it. Hinge and hold it. That was my best one so far. So while I'm actually in motion, I'm really focusing on this position here and I'm really feeling this club. See how far back I can hold it and how long I can hold it for. So that's the swing glide, everyone. Very simple little device, isn't it? But one that can really help you and give you feedback, because away from any coaching, and when the coach is standing there, it's easy because the coach is your eyes, so he's going to tell you everything you need to know. But when you're on your own, as we all know, at the driving range or practice area, it can be quite a lonely place. And if you haven't got a camera or set up, not a lot of people have, this is where this is beneficial, because it can really give you the feedback that you require. Because when we're out there on our own, you know, are we in the right place? So that ranges from the club golfer to the tour pro. They're questioning themselves as well. So this device gives you that feedback, gives you that confidence, and it does give you a load of confidence knowing that you are in the right place and you're doing the right thing. So I've left a description, like I said before, in the description below, a link to the Swing Glide website. Got no affinity at all, but I think it can really help you with your golf game. So I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. It's all free, it would help me out a lot. And until next time, from the wandering Trev halfway up the range there, to myself from a quite cloudy Chesterfield now in the academy, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good golfing week, everyone. Cheerio.